Do the math, like, maximum, that's like 25, 50, that's like 100 minutes, you know? I mean, at least it's not like, you know, double limb. Yeah. Have 4 PS to 5s. Nice. Alright, we're in. Let's do this. Jabs and quads against NRF. I think I have the names all correct. Yes, I do. Oh, my game froze for a second. Apologies for that. I had to check everything was running properly. Okay, so far, I do know that off-stream this was a 2-1 in favor of Jabs and quads. Very nail-biter set, I believe. And so far, Piss takes the brunt of the punish, which is bad. Cube gets another one, but T-Light gets caught out, and the blade will get toasty, but that's 2 for 1. 2 for 2 now. Actually, they are able to get it back, but question is, if they can get balls in this time, they are able to do so. Nicely done there from Farquad. In company, you could say. And now Farquad has to stay alive, and the other two have to go in, so that's more or less the plan here, and I think they know that. Never gotten to watch 3v3s before? It's a chaos. That's all I'm gonna say. It is chaos, but it is some beautiful chaos. Get that LCD? No. Okay. Now they have to go look for Farquad, who doesn't seem like they have a scan on just yet. They're trying to check back jungle. Not there. As you can see on our side. They are chilling on the other side of the map. And I think they know that now. And so that's just going to be a clean 1-kill lead for Jazz and Quads. And that's on the MVP as well. So they have to go especially hard on that. And it just means that Jazz and Quads are up. And then meanwhile, you can see we are back to playing neutral. This is where Xylem can be a fan favorite or a hated map, because not everyone likes playing neutral, but you can see T-Light eating those cannons first means that, again, the fight goes in favor of Jazz and Quads. Think not quite there yet. Ball's eating some damage to themselves. Fortunately, not eating too much of the facades, which will keep them alive, but Piss should also get their life traded with them. Yes, they do. They have to go for a lot of damage on Cube, but T-Light and Balls, what an amazing cannon play from JQ right there. I wasn't even sure whose those were exactly. I mean, it was both Farquad and Cube. I just don't know whose was on who. And 2 of them really low. I think this is starting to look bad for the side of NRF. They're able to get a shot, but no follow-up because T-Light is dead. Piss has to get the hell out. And I think they know where he is. Yes, they do. If he can stay alive, you know, it's not completely out of the realms of possibility. It is a 2v3 now. And this is where they will want to taunt. If they go for a trade here, this could be over right there. There's Toasty, dead. Farquad lands the earshots, but not able to land a stagger with them. Balls, still fine. And Toasty falls. Can they lead this to something? It's 2v3 right now. And they land the LCDs on Cube. A nice earshot. The follow-up is there with Cube. Nicely done there. Really good retaliation. I'm loving the target selection from both teams right now. And with that, 1 minute left. This is very difficult to come back from, even with Cube at low AP. They have to sweep this fight without getting one turned. I was about to say that, but no. Piss taking one. And that just might seal the deal, especially if Balls is taking punishment himself. Farquad is getting traded, however. But so much deficit that needs to be made that I don't know if it's feasible anymore. It's so difficult. I don't think they have enough if they sweep right now. And they just have to play for their lives and they're fine. Yeah, it's not enough. That's it. And T-Light also dies. That's going to be first game going to Jazz and Quads. pretty convincing. It was never completely out of their grasp, Balls and company. NRF did definitely have fighting chances, but at the end of the day, it was a decisive victory for Javs and Quads. And all of this doesn't matter. These final bit time, the game is effectively over. Yeah, there you go. 5-kill split at the end. It really started falling apart at the end. But I do want to remind that it was a kill deficit at most for most of that game. Because it is a lot of games we have to get through. I just realized that. Since the round robin was a round robin. Shout out to your friend Sock and Cicadas. Totally. Totally. Alright, we're going straight into it. Big ear shot. Nice shot there from Farquad. Immediate turn right there. No response from NRF. That is not the start you want if you're the team that is down right now. It seems like Javs and Quads have been really turning up because it was a 2-1 on in the round robin. But right now they are looking like they are primed and ready. The double Zimfasan combo is just... You know, I call this the best build in the game for a reason. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. It's the best build in the game for a reason. I don't know why JP don't play it. They're just not believers, I guess. That's not to say that Javs and Quads aren't playing phenomenal, however. Because they very much are. I think what I'm going to do to speed things up is the third place match will be played off stream. And they can... I think that's what's going to happen. Apologies for that if they wanted to be on stream. I mean, the third place doesn't matter too much because there's no prize pool anyways, so yeah. That's going to be the plan going forward. But anyways, it's not about who's third place. It's about who is going to keep going in bracket to get to that top 2 spot. Because right now, Javs and Quads are looking very nice. They're able to get the blade, but, you know, that is a huge deficit for NRF. T-Light eating those early ear shots really gave them a huge advantage on Javs and Quads. Oh, Toasty, you're playing with my heart a little bit. You almost got staggered there. Nice counter on the cannons there. You know, when you see someone cannoning, that's a great time for you to land your own. That is one issue with so many of these on the field, is that it can often feel like you're never really safe to do any stancing in this game mode. And that seems to just be the case right now. It's a really hard matchup for Piss to play, frankly. And you can see, like, he's not been able to get much value at all. T-Light, I mean, has the cannons. Balls has a lot of parry, or has the buckler to ignore a lot of the cannons, but you know, you've got a lot to deal with still as Piss. It's a really difficult matchup to play for the Zim Sword. And you can really start seeing that in here. It's where the build can really struggle and why I don't think it's as good as some people think it is. Don't get me wrong, it's a great build, but it has that vulnerability to heavy cannon comps, which is where things can be really bad. Hey, Piss. Yeah, you can see, just gets traded immediately by the Fasans. It's so difficult to play this. I would not be surprised if Piss wants to go something like Zim Shot next round, which is in his back pocket, of course. Even Orga Shield could help, honestly. You got that shield for a reason. Alright, we're trying to hop on Farquad, but nah, yeah. Lean out, 2 kills. They're not able to catch Farquad just yet either, if at all. Yeah, the stagger is gone. No more impact to be had, and Piss on the other side is getting punished, and so is Balls. Yeah, I think that's just gonna be it. We might have to see a new build from some of these people on NRF. Of course, there's one of them, but we might have to see something change, whether it be a strategy or a build or just something. Because not looking pretty. It's really not looking pretty. But there is also the aspect that if they do win with a build swap, they are forced to play that out for the remainder of the set because they are gonna be on their tournament life, or their tournament life, you could say. The third place match. And that's gonna be it. All she wrote. Balls is just gonna eat another Fasan anyways, but more or less that's just just another prize for them, you know. They know they've lost, and they've known that JQ is dominating this series so far. Keeping the Zimblade. Alright. See if they can make any changes to their strategy, because right now it does seem like it's really brutal for the side of Piss to play this out. Cannons, you know, they just remain kind of crazy in threes to this day. And it might just stay that way, to be honest. As much as we love our Zimblade, it did kind of get nerfed when the other patch due to how Basho and Nautilus works. And already 2 terms for the answer of nothing. It doesn't help that they're balling as well. Like, they're all grouping up for these cannons, and that's why, like, something like this just happens. Them grouping up like that is just asking for everyone to get AoE'd. And because of that, just a clean sweep for Javs and Quads, already looking brutal. Yeah, again, another term. Can they get cubed though, at least? Oh, big miss from Piss. That's not good. I know we were looking at the other POV, but we at least got a glimpse of what was going on. Balls has to stay alive now to make sure everything's okay. I mean, Toast can still take that build down by himself, but, I mean, with T-Light still there, they're able to find out where Toast is, but the rest of the team is back, which ain't pretty. It's a 2v3 now. I didn't even realize that Piss wasn't confirmed. And I think he's gonna eat the full punish. Yeah, he's going to. Nice LCDs, but not much to follow because there's only one cannon user on this side. Just seems to be a cannon meta, you know? That's just what it is. Not able to catch 2 just yet, but I mean, it almost feels like the inevitable is coming to them with all of these guys on their ass. Yeah, there's T-Light's death as well. Hiss gets caught in the crossfire too. It's tough when you're also a team composition that wants to ball. This is a team composition that wants to lock someone down. You can't do that against a team with 3 cannons. You just cannot. It's so difficult. It just seems like the matchup is so brutal and they have to play so well and they just can't. Nice ear shot there from Farquad. Getting the term on balls. Gonna eat that as well. Already I think we can start calling it. Farquad and company might just be moving on. I do like trying to keep it hype and trying to keep it whatnot, but this is a slaughter. The first game was somewhat competitive. The set beforehand was 2-1. But these past 2 games have just been so rough for NRF. think mathematically, yeah, it's just not possible already. There are your winners. Javs and Quads for the current set. And they're going to move on to top 2. Going to finals, which we will see after the second semis match is finished. Which we will be streaming it. Don't get me wrong. We will be streaming that. Alright, good games. And there's the set. It's just stupid. You're dumb. I'm gonna ban you. I'm not actually banning you, don't worry. Alright, here we go. We're going straight into it. PCA versus NRF2. Semifinals. Winner of this faces Javs and Quads in finals. NRF2 has beaten Javs and Quads in the round robin. And PCA did manage to take a phase off them as well. It was nice to see. And the question is though, can they repeat the magic? Either of these sides, because both of these guys had very good showings at the JQ. And so really, either of these guys could do well into them if we want to talk about underdog stories, because as we all know, JQ are the undisputed best, and the question is, can any of these guys keep up with them? And so far, it's 1 for 1. Negev and Queen, the Luna, are off the map. Sock eating a lot of damage, but Goth as well eating the blades. Question is, can you get this trade? Yes, she does. And that's gonna be a lot. I just realized it's also a team of 2 women's and 1 guy on each team. That's pretty funny. I actually don't know what Negev's gender is, but I'm pretty sure it's he, him. Could be wrong. Apologies if so. I shouldn't assume. Anyways, Takeda actually gonna be okay, you know? Didn't get punished for that yet. And right now, NRF2 are up on the scoreboard. And they're able to get the stagger on Luna. That means that they're just going to be up a clean kill here. Though Luna does have to go in int, I think. They're putting too much time onto the Tuliza girl. Sure. With enough time, maybe. And Negev does get traded out as well. So this is very close stuff right now. A very close set. Goth doesn't actually die! That's crazy! Goth staying alive is crazy there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not able to land one of those reps as well. Can they get the trade on Cicada? I don't think so. Yeah, there it is. Oh no, she does get staggered. Cicada is actually gonna fall. Okay. So, just an update. So I have decided, actually, and I apologize for the flakiness and whatnot. Toasty has to go BRB, and because of that, we are going to have 3rd place match on stream, okay? Because of that. It's gonna be best of 5 still. I might have to do a best of 3 for time reasons. Yeah, we're gonna do best of 3 for 3rd place. It doesn't matter too much anyways. My apologies for all of this flaking, but just gonna be how it is. I did say not everything is set in stone. If they want to play the rest of the set off stream, like best of 5 to finish it off, that's fine. But on stream, I'm gonna be doing a best of 3. Anyways, so far, PCA are actually up because Sock is not confirmed yet, and they're able to get some nice value actually on Luna. Negev though, ooh, Negev eating that. Not nice. Luna, perfectly fine. They take that trade more or less. Especially if Cicada is also gonna fall. Like PCA, I'm pretty sure they lost to NRF in the round robin, so they're getting their little revenge right now, which is nice to see. Wonders could be because any changes to strategy or just better play overall, but it seems like right now, actually, they just have to get these confirms though. I mean, they gotta get the confirms if they want to secure the win, because otherwise, yeah, there it is. That should be more or less smooth sailing now. Really close one. That is kind of just the plot of Eva, yeah, Kalina. Nicely played there from PCA. They're gonna take the first game. I wonder if Sock would have been better staying on the Zim shot, to be perfectly honest. Because that was what they used to beat JQ, and it really worked out in their favor. Having a bit of a beefier team seemed really nice, I'm not gonna lie. You have a quad shotgun for chasing anyways, I mean, I guess against this team composition it might be really difficult, because you don't really have any ways to check the lamb without the quad shotgun potentially risking the lives for it. But still, I don't know. The thing is, they're tanky enough where they don't have to check the lamb like right away. They can spend their time going on the Zim Blade or on the Huli Kite. And Negev is going to be taken out immediately. Luna is to follow. Let's see if they can get Cicada here as extra credit. And it seems like they get a nice pounce on it. What a kick to extend that punish going on. Nicely done there from Huli. And Sock is potentially to follow as well. It's just the two squishies that are left, but only Sock as well. Not able to get the term just yet. There it is. And Negev now is really the only one to stand against this Reblam. And you know what's funny? Quad shotgun against Reblam is actually like not even that hard for the Reblam. Like that build can low-key scrap sometimes. It's actually pretty hard to 1v1 the Reblam if you don't have a kite build of your own. Like, divers actually have a hard time with it unless they get the proper timing on their pounce. If they're the only ones up, then like they just don't fucking die. And they're guaranteed to at least trade. Assuming, like, proper play, of course. Okay, that said though, they're doing a good job keeping the spawn cycle. It's just Huli that's up. There's the big LCD. They gotta abuse the fact that, again, not much AP on this team. I keep reiterating that because it's important to mention. It makes it hard to stop the bleeding on a map like this especially, which is very open. And Luna gets stuck on the wall as well. That's gonna be a term. Negev is able to come out with their life, which is nice to see. And that is going to be Goth. No! Okay, I was about to say, there's no way Goth would have lived there, but I mean, they bought enough time for Negev to get traded back. Which means maybe we could see the start of something if you're PCA. But that spawn cycle at the mid-game was really nice. Or early mid-game, more so. Oh, nice shot there. And Cicada is going to go for the Michigan, of course. Negev trying to get some value here with those quad shotguns. Not able to get too much done. Okay, there we go. Does get the term. Now has to get out. And I don't know if he can. One of the revs miss, but it doesn't matter. That said, I mean, Negev can go for the Michigan there at the very least, while Luna was not able to because she needed to get that trade. And so, with that all in mind, we've got a 1-kill lead for NRF2. Lot of stat gear on Cicada, however, is able to survive through all of it, however, which is nice. Sock taking a lot of damage herself, however, might be rough when trying to go for this next fight. They're not confirming the boat just yet. They do go 1-for-1 again. But as I always say, the winning team, they want to go 1-for-1. This is exactly what they want. They want to keep it like that so that they keep their lead and prevent a potential spawn cycle themselves as well. Like on the enemy team. The kick misses, which is big. It is a 2v3. They have to fight it out. Nobody was on Cicada, who's able to get some nice value there alongside Negev to get Luna. 37 seconds to go. That LCD was so massive, and unless they get Sock right here, that might be it. It's just Huli remaining. I think that's going to be the end of that one. Very close one overall. And very hectic overall, which I guess is not surprising because it's threes. Alright, well done there to NRF2. Gonna take their first win of the set, getting themselves on the board. Got space to run away. You chase things anyways, so you never know. But on the other hand, it's a boat. I love boat on this map, personally. Boat has some bad maps, but I would say this is one of its good ones. This and Grid, which they did just win on with boat. I think LCD boat is also decent on Jorgen. Not that nobody plays on that. For good reason. Anyways, Goth getting termed right away, while Cicada actually eating a punish themselves. Really nice sneak around from Luna there. Sock also getting some damage on herself. Wow, Luna actually played that fight phenomenally, getting around to get that boat. And PCA are just going to be up one. They're going to be up 3-for-1. We love to see it. And that's the thing about the Zimblade, you know, that's the nice thing about it. That's where it shines. Is when it's able to get behind the back lines and force a fight that the enemy team does not want, because there's very few builds, if any, can really beat it in a 1v1. Maybe Reblam, but, you know, that's on the other side. And that just worked out perfectly for them. Okay, Negev taking a lot of damage. Yeah. Another confirmed 2v had. Release kicks, but no follow-up is big. And it's just the two up, having a little bit of a 1v1. Bit of a ring around the rosy. First dagger does go to Sock. Oh, but the blade does find its mark, and Huli is down. They have to take this 2v1, or 2v3, if they want to stay in this game. They have to do it, like, now. They're all looking at Luna, who has to get the hell away from there. Fortunately, it looked like a kick was missed on her side. And actually gets staggered at a pretty nice spot, out of the range for a lot of stuff, but is still eventually going to get picked up. Goth also gets picked up from someone else. Really nicely done there from, I don't know who it was actually. Someone on NRF got that, obviously. Someone on NRF. And it's just Huli that's left. Big shot there. And Luna takes more punishment as well. This is starting to come away, you know? It was looking really nice, but again, just too fragile of a comp is really starting to bite back PCA over and over and over again. Say if Luna was like on like say a Zim shot, things would be a little bit different, but I mean the blade is great and all, but not having any meat on this team's bones can really bite you in the ass. I'm happy that you're learning, you know? We've always want more people playing threes. It's always a good time, whether that be scrims or open lobby. Or pickups, you know? Gotta give shoutouts to those pickups. Going 1 for 1 once again. It's gonna remain in the lead of NRF2. I do also want to mention after this, it's going to be going back to bans and whatnot, and we're gonna see what is going to be the final 2 maps. It has not been decided yet. Okay, Hooli eventually does get termed there, which is nice to see. Gonna start prepping the boat on Goth's side. Fortunately for her, there was no charge LCDs ready, so she doesn't eat too much, but a nice little shot there. Now Goth has to stay alive, and they have to get a trade, but what a nice rebound to catch out Luna. Instead, they recognize that they're not able to really catch a Reblam just like that, and they get another term for their troubles. Now the question is, can they get all of these terms? Can they clean up their plate? Because Goth needs to stay alive. She is up right now. My frames are dropping. They have enough time to kill Hooli, potentially. Is it going to be enough? They do it, and it just barely. Both of them died, actually, last second. Wow. What a horrible time for my frames to drop. Staying on that Zimblade as she is required to. And it seems to be doing very nicely for her. Able to get that 2-1. And having an easier time chasing these as opposed to that heavyweight Zimmerman earshot build. Just a bit too heavy, it seems like. At least according to her, and it seems like that is a correct assessment, because right now the blade is doing work. Especially when paired with that quad shotgun. I mean, that's like 6 shotguns on them and a boat. Like, that's some good dive. While also having like good speed and defenses. Nice LCD actually from Cicada. And Goth is actually the first one because of that. What are you doing, Napple? Negev does get taken down as well, but Luna is to follow, so right now a clean kill up. Unless they're able to get Cicada there, and they do. Things are remaining competitive, as always, with these teams. I don't think we've ever had a blowout just yet. Some really impressive games overall. I'm loving the closest of everything. Good old threes action, exactly. What we're here for. I like that Hooli's running away from Negev, knowing that keeping them alive for a bit is good. If they stay alive, of course, on their own. And the reason is because it desyncs their spawns. It helps them set up a spawn cycle. Because now, after they kill... Oh, the body bump. The body bump. If they when they kill Sock, I mean, I was going to say if Hooli stayed alive there, it would have been great. But 2v2, you know, can't say no to that. But Goth actually does get pounced on first. And that's big. That's the MVP kill. If she's not able to get too much value herself right now, which she doesn't, now that's just cleanly up a kill. Cicada is potentially to follow, which is also VIP. However, Luna and Hooli both are down now because of that. And it seems like this has just been a bloodbath. Sometimes threes can look actually pretty coordinated, I promise that. But right now, we have no, like, or I shouldn't say coordinated. It can look pretty tame. Like, you'll see a lot of neutral play with the right teams and whatnot. But when you've got brawlers out here, like, you're going to be seeing some brawling. And that's exactly what's going on. we gotta, you know, give some respect as well for Sok for showing up as the sub for this team and doing a fantastic job at that. She was subbing in for Haceros, and as it stands now is just that, I mean, she's taking them to victory. I mean, it's obviously not just all her. This whole team has been showing up. I'm just happy to see that they were able to get this team together with a drop member. And right now they are continuing to stay up. Huli is very low. Takeda will be traded, but again, why would you care, you know? If anything that's to be expected. And Goth is being collapsed on as well. Fortunately for her, she does stay alive and isn't quite able to get anything. This actually could be the start of something new and something great. And a lot of AP on that Zimblade that Luna is running, which does help her stay alive for the time being. Is traded there. Unfortunately for her, oh, what an LCD. That was beautiful from Cicada. And this boat has been getting so much value with this team comp. And they are going straight now for Huli. This may be what seals the deal. LCDs do miss, but they do end up catching Huli all the same. And too much AP to really chew through means they have to spend so much time killing it, even as a team with as good DPS as PCA. That took them so long. They are able to get some good damage on Negev as well, but it's not going to go unanswered. With 30 seconds left, this should be the end of the set. As the set progressed, it does feel like at times they were pulling away. I mean, that last game was so close, but this one, unfortunately, a bit more of a one-sided affair. Nicely done there. Oh, actually, hold on. If Sok is caught, hang on. Let's go to Sok's POV. Okay, no, we're good. No, we're good. We're good. We are good. They would have needed to get one more kill anyways, and I think that would have been, like, physically impossible with one dead. There's your scores, and there is the set. These are JP.